Welcome to the King County for Hire eTraining, focusing on geography. In this module, we will cover Session 1, Understanding the Basics. What is a directional designator? Streets, avenues, and house numbers. Test your knowledge. Session 2, Dividing lines and highways. Dividing lines of Seattle, dividing lines of King County highways. Test your knowledge. Understanding the Basics, Session 1. What is a directional designator? If a roadway is not a street or avenue, but rather identified as a boulevard, place, lane, road, drive, or way, the location of the directional designator will help identify if the roadway is similar to an avenue or a street. If the directional designator is indicated before the roadway, this means it's a street. If the directional designator is indicated after the roadway, this means it's an avenue. Let's try the example given for the Muckleshoot Casino. The address reads 2402 Auburn Way South, Auburn. Because the south is indicated after the roadway, this tells me that the address can be read as an avenue. Knowing the name of the city, whether the roadway is a street or avenue, or if the house number is odd or even, can quickly help you determine the location. Streets typically run east and west. If the house number is odd, it can typically be found on the south side of the street. If the house number is even, it can typically be found on the north side of the street. Avenues typically run north and south. If the house number is odd, it can typically be found on the west side of the avenue. If the house number is even, it can typically be found on the east side of the avenue. Let's look at an example. The Seattle Art Museum, also known as SAM, is located at 1300 First Avenue, Seattle. Because it indicates it's an avenue, we know that the address runs north and south. The even house number, which is 1300, indicates that the location will be on the east side of the avenue, and we know it's in the city of Seattle. Test your knowledge. Can you locate this address? Can you figure out which side of the roadway the following address is located? Let's hypothetically say a customer asks you to take them to 503 South Royal Brom Way, Seattle. Take a few moments to read the questions that can help you narrow down your search. Now for the answers. What is the city? The customer's address indicates he or she is going to the city of Seattle. Is it an avenue or a street? If it's not immediately indicated, where is the directional designator? The directional designator shows up before the roadway, therefore acting similar to a street, which runs east and west. Is the house number odd or even? The house number is odd, therefore it is located on the south side of the street. Dividing lines and highways, Session 2. Dividing lines are key for finding an address. You must know the 8 dividing lines of the city of Seattle, which include First Avenue South, which divides Avenue South from Avenue Southwest, and also divides South Streets from Southwest Streets. Yesler Way divides Avenue South from non-directional avenues, and also divides South Streets from non-directional streets and East Streets. Denny Way divides non-directional avenues from avenues east, avenues north, and avenues west. Eastlake, Melrose, and Broadway divide non-directional streets from east streets, and also divide avenues north from avenues east. Queen Anne Avenue divides west streets from non-directional streets, and also avenues west from avenues north. The Lake Washington Ship Canal and Montlake Cut divides northwest, north, and northeast streets from west, non-directional, and east streets, and also divides avenues northwest and northeast from avenues west and avenues east. First Avenue Northwest divides northwest streets from north streets and also divides avenues northwest from avenues north. First Avenue Northeast divides north streets from northeast streets and also divides avenues north from avenues northeast. King County is divided as follows. North of the city of Seattle, the county exactly follows the city's divisions, with northwest, north, and northeast directional designators. East of Lake Washington, Main Street divides northeast from southeast. South of the city of Seattle, the county also follows the city's divisions, but adds the southeast directional designator. Southeast addresses are south of Main Street and east of 100th Avenue Southeast. This map highlights the major highways, such as interstates and state routes, that you will use to transport passengers throughout King County. Test your knowledge. Can you locate this address? Indicate by number in which area this address is located. 4711 South Victor Street. Answer: 10. Indicate by number in which area this address is located. 21505 13th Avenue South. Answer: 15. What highway, state route, is marked as number 2 on the map? A. State Route 99. B. State Route 520. C. State Route 518. D. State Route 509. The answer is D. State Route 509. You're done. This completes your online training module on geography. Thank you for participating.